respond?
Sure.
In regards to the China trips that this district took, I want to give you a little bit of history in regards to that. So the China trips started by an invitation through Lakeside Union School District. Lakeside Union School District has a very robust Mandarin program that was actually started by Principal Gergens, who was here for some time, but he's no longer with Cajon Valley. So Principal Gergens had the connections of how they were able to integrate the Mandarin program in Lakeside Union. So once Principal Gergens was hired here at LCC, he opened the opportunity for Cajon Valley to also participate to find out more about the program in China. So China invited someone from Cajon Valley, which I took the opportunity, to go to China to find out more about what the international exchange program was about. Also to integrate any kind of language curriculum. So China paid 100% of all of the travel, the lodging, the food, and the transportation for those trips, and for anyone who went on those trips. Some principals were invited here in Cajon Valley, and other, I believe maybe a teacher. So I want you to understand the history behind that. Now, when we started to develop a relationship with some of the schools in China, what ended up happening was students started to come, and they stayed and came and did education for 1 week at Bostonia. Bostonia was able to increase their site funds by inviting these students. I believe Chase was there too, I'm not sure, is that right, Michelle? So Chase also benefited from allowing students from China to come and to participate in an international exchange. Cajon Valley did not spend one dime. In fact, Cajon Valley made a lot of money for all the students that we brought over from China to come and experience Cajon Valley. Further, any host family that opened their home to Chinese students and Chinese educators and Chinese chaperones also earned a per diem for all of that. So I want you to be very clear. There's a lot of us in this room. Maybe some of you who already experienced welcoming the Chinese students that came here. But understand, the truth is, we made money from those trips. We did not spend not a single dollar, not a single dime of taxpayer money on those trips.
Were you not a consultant for that trip, being paid by another district?
No.
That's not what I was understanding.
Well, then you need to understand a little more. What happened was, Ms. Bartow, was China was asking if other districts would like to participate. I collaborated with other districts around the county, and I was not paid for that. What they did was they allowed us to invite other school district board members, teachers, principals to come along to some of the trips. What I did was I helped to facilitate that time. I was not paid for that. What I was paid for was when they came to California and also participated in after-school activities during the summer. San Diego Unified had opened some classes, some summer classes where they needed extracurricular teachers to come. I taught Zumba, okay? I get paid as a Zumba instructor. San Diego Unified paid me to come and teach Zumba for students that were open for their summer session. That's what I was paid for.
That's not all the trips, but thank you for that explanation.
Trustee Bartow, you cited Santee or Mesa Spring Valley Lakeside. What written materials did you receive from Santee that helped support your position?
I spoke to the assistant, I spoke to the superintendent secretary.
So the answer is you spoke to a secretary, you have no written materials to support your position. What about Mesa Spring Valley?
I spoke to the superintendent secretary.
Do you have any written materials from Mesa Spring Valley that
I will
support the
get those
position?
for you.
So the answer is no. What about Lakeside? Same question.
I spoke to the superintendent secretary. You think
So your answer is still no. So you have no written materials to support anything that you said. You spoke to a secretary. Did you speak to any board members?
Yes, I did.
Which ones?
I spoke to Andrew Hayes
And when did you speak to Andrew Hayes?
in the last week.
what specifically did Andrew Hayes tell you?
That he only travels to CSBA and to delegate.
So he only travels to CSBA. He didn't tell you anything else about the entire district's policy, right?
They said we don't travel as board members.
How many schools are in Lakeside District?
12.
How many of these school districts stayed open during COVID? Oh, that's right. I forgot. 0. How many have received nationwide recognition? None.
Really?
How many of them, Ms. Bartow, have a world of work curriculum that is a process that has been
So
we are
better
not,
and we can
so
spend
Ms.
millions of
Bartow,
dollars
we
on
are
travel
not,
and conference.
ma'am, I didn't interrupt you, I'd appreciate if you don't interrupt me. The fact of the matter is that we are not Santee, we are not La Mesa Spring Valley, nor are we Lakeside. With all due respect, the districts are different. So, no, there actually is, as far as the procedure and protocols are in place. So, those of you who are talking out of turn, let's pay attention to what we're doing up here, honestly. Right? When you speak at this podium, so those of you that signed out with little blue cards, you will have my full attention. We will be polite.
You guys go traveling around the world on district dime.
It was just explained that this particular travel cost us nothing.
Right.
Many of our travels cost us nothing because they're sponsored. So when you put out on a public, whether it be the dais today or social media, and you do not give the full truth as to the financing, it's just disingenuous, Trustee Bartow.
Well, no, it's not, because if there was no cost to the district, then you would have no problem with going to $5,000 to $7,500 per year. If there was free
What?
trips that you were being paid for, and trips were being provided because they want you there, then that would not be a problem, so why not vote for it? Why not
This
put it
isn't
on-
an action item.
No,
This is
why
just-
not put it on the next agenda
Okay.
and do a $5,000 to $7,500 maximum? I don't think teachers get to go around the world, staff members don't get to go around the world, but this board and cabinet and a few selected handful of people seem to do that especially according to